Tonight on News 5 Live, a churchgoer turned car dealer and his accomplice are charged with Monday's shocking double murder. The central bank reveals new Belizean currency featuring George Price and Philip Goldson. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams announces the department's readiness to receive criminal deportees from the U.S. And in this week's episode of Belize on Real, we explore how Belizeans are navigating Maga season. These stories and more are coming up at the top of the hour.
How can a precision-engineered and sustainably made tire change your world? A tire that gives you strength and safety when you need it most.
What we learn on the track, we innovate
for the road, bringing next-level quality and reliability to every drive. At GT, we believe our tires can deeply improve the driving experience for each and every one of us, whatever our goals. Enjoy driving. GT Tire.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
We approached the Social Security Board to renovate the aerodromes to have a better safety margins and to create a better riding experience to the users. The first project was the Sir Barboan International Airport. The runway was extended, widened up to 40 feet. Taxiway was also included, markings. We also constructed the office here. We had lighting added to it so we could have night flights. The second project we took on was Keycaulker. We did major improvements. We added width lights to the runway, parking space. And then the third project we got financing was for the Placentia Aerodrome. So we extended the runway into the lagoon and displaced the threshold. All these projects were done from funding from Social Security, from the investment fund. It's important for the contributors to make their monthly payments to Social Security. That money is invested wisely in projects such as ours. It earns interest and they in turn get return on their payments that they make.
Discover a shopping experience like no other at the V department store. At the V, you'll find a vast array of products at unbeatable prices, from basic groceries and cutting-edge electronics to home essentials and, yes, stunning furniture as well. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at The V, conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
It's clearly documented that we have been having, as a planet, an increase in incidence of cancers. So remember, cancer is a genetic disease.
When you now look at somebody's DNA or their genetics, it can tell you everything about a person. So what we use next generation sequencing to do in particular is to look at hereditary cases of diseases.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
How can a precision-engineered and sustainably made tire change your world? A tire that gives you strength and safety when you need it most.
What we learn on the track, we innovate.
For the road, bringing next-level quality and reliability to every drive. At GT, we believe our tires can deeply improve the driving experience for each and every one of us, whatever our goals. Enjoy driving. GT Tire.
evening. Welcome to News 5 Live for Thursday, January 23rd. I'm Jamie Rock. We start tonight's newscast with the latest on two men charged with the murders of Adelita Gillett and Felix Martinez. The couple from Boom was tragically found shot dead inside an SUV parked along the Philip Golson Highway on Monday evening. Today, the accused men, car dealer Giovanni Jones and driver Jerwin Segura, were arraigned in the magistrate's court. We'll bring you all the details from the courtroom, but first, let's hear from Commissioner of Police Chester Williams. He shares insights into the men's detention and the motive behind the killings. Additionally, the father of one of the accused, Jerwin Segura, speaks about raising his son as a church-going individual. News 5's Marian Ali has the story.
Giovanni Jones and Jerwin Segura faced the magistrate's court, charged with the brutal murders of Boom residents Adelita Gillett and Felix Martinez. The shocking double murder, which took place on Monday evening, is believed to have stemmed from a botched vehicle sale. According to police, the victims had paid Jones, a car dealer, for a vehicle back in October, but never received it. Authorities suspect that Jones and Segura lured the victims to the location where they were tragically killed. Both men were arraigned on 2 counts of murder each. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams provided the media with details about the investigation and the arrests. Confident in their evidence, the police are hopeful for convictions. Commissioner of Police Williams shared with reporters today that Giovanni Jones and Jerwin Segura were apprehended right at the crime scene on the very evening of the tragic double murder.
Police responded to calls of shots fired on the Philip Golson Highway, about quarter mile from its junction with Crooked Tree Road. Upon arrival, they saw a black Equinox. Inside the Equinox, which was parked on the right-hand side of the road coming to Belize City, they discovered the lifeless body of 2 persons, that is a male and a female. Those 2 bodies exhibited what appeared to be gunshot injuries. The police processed the scene. After doing so, the bodies were taken to the KHMH, where the doctor pronounced them dead on arrival. Police conducted investigation right away, and a few minutes later, 2 suspects were detained in a vehicle that was seen parked right behind the vehicle that the 2 deceased persons were in at the particular time, or immediately after the shooting, or immediately after the persons were found in the vehicle dead.
Williams said that investigators obtained other evidence that led to their arrest for the crime.
Other evidential material obtained by investigators during the course of the investigation led to the arrest of 2 individuals, one of whom is a car dealer and the other is an associate of that car dealer. Those persons were charged yesterday, and I believe they were taken before the courts today, where they were remanded to prison. The family will be given an update by the police tomorrow so that they can know exactly what the police have against those 2 individuals. There are several other things that we're doing, like looking at the phones and the analysis of calls and different things that we'll be doing, getting information from the cell phones and other places that we believe we can get things of evidential value.
The same 2 individuals that were found in the vehicle that was parked at some point in time behind the vehicle of the victims?
Yes, those same 2 individuals. Yes.
Commissioner Williams assured the public that the police are committed to gathering all necessary evidence to secure convictions against the accused men. But who exactly are these men? Selvin Segura, father of Jerwin Segura, insists that he raised his son to be a God-fearing individual, always guiding him to walk the straight and narrow path.
I raise up my son to be a cruel person or violently or so, right? And I know that, we raise up to go to school, to be loving with neighbors and everybody and thing, and go to school and go to church, we take them to church and things like that,
Segura said his son told him he was going to drive for Jones, who also grew up in the church.
He tell me that the same church brother, they're teaching him to drive. Giovanni, yeah, teaching him to drive and things. So he said he'll become a driver sooner or later. So I told him, well, all the best. Just know what you're doing, and because he's a big man now and thing. He's over 18.
On the day of the incident, Jerwin Segura reportedly left home early in the morning. According to his father, when his wife heard about an incident on the road, she reached out to their son. Jerwin told her he was on his way back from Orange Walk and had been delayed by a traffic block.
He went out early in the morning, right? And when the Maga asked him, where is he? He said he was coming down on the road. Yeah, from northbound, somewhere on the road. Right, so the mother told him, he said, there's an accident or something on the road because they have police on the road doing checkpoint and some kind of accident or something happened. And then he replied and said, well, we are way up in Orange Rock. He said, but we're heading down this way now, we're coming home. Right, so when he hit the checkpoint and thing, he might call again, and he answered, replied, he said, yes, we are at the checkpoint. And when he replied, he said they were pulling over somebody, and well, he come in because he said the police had give him okay to come, no?
Later, Segura shared that they discovered through online reports that the incident wasn't just an accident, but a shocking double murder. To their horror, they realized the victims were from their own village. Giovanni Jones, the other man charged in the double murder case, is also from Burrell Boom. Although no one was willing to speak on the record about his character, he is known as an upstanding community member who grew up in the church. Before venturing into the car dealership business, Jones spent some time working in the tourism industry. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
Commissioner of Police Chester Williams detailed how the police swiftly apprehended Giovanni Jones and Jerwin Segura after the tragic Monday evening murders of Felix Martinez and his common-law wife, Adelita Gillett. Williams revealed that the motive behind the crime was a business deal gone sour, specifically over the sale of a vehicle. He noted that there were no prior reports against Jones and Segura. Williams also took the opportunity to offer some advice to those purchasing vehicles from private sellers.
Investigation showed that the two persons who were murdered had given, I believe, $35,000 to the car dealer, who is a guy Jones from Burrell Boom village. And I think 2 months had passed, and he had not brought in the vehicle that he had promised to bring for them. They then sought to recover back their money from him. They even went to the extent of going to a lawyer, and the lawyer sent a demand letter to Mr. Jones. It can be reasonably inferred and even substantiated by what the two suspects have said, that they lured these two individuals to that area where the murder actually took place. Now, there are certain things that they are saying that investigators do not believe, and the facts or the circumstances on the ground prove otherwise to what they are saying. So there are several inconsistencies in their account that they gave to the police. Nonetheless, that's a matter for investigators to look at, and again, just to reiterate my point, that we are doing as much as we can to make sure we secure sufficient evidence for a successful prosecution.
Were any of them licensed firearm holders?
One of them is a licensed firearm holder. The car dealer, Mr. Jones, is indeed a licensed firearm holder.
It wasn't with his firearm.
I'm not going to answer that question. Persons who are buying vehicles need to be more responsible in terms of knowing who they're buying vehicles from, and likewise, do not give all your money to people. If it is that you want someone to bring a vehicle for you, give them maybe half of the money or a certain portion of the money. When you receive a vehicle upon delivery to you, you pay the balance. do not take all the money and give it to some of these car dealers, because the truth is you'll be conned out of your money. So again, just do a little bit more due diligence in terms of knowing who you're buying and what you're buying. The two individuals who were killed, these are not criminals, these are not troublemakers. That young man is a very young, promising young man, very mannerly, have a very nice profession. The lady, very, very nice and humble woman. So I don't see what kind of threat they could have been to anybody.
A Belizean man has gone missing after a trip to Chetumal. 34-year-old Vincent Young was last seen on the afternoon of Tuesday, November 13, 2024. Records show that Vincent entered Quintana Roo, Mexico, but never returned, raising alarm among his family. Vincent is a dark-skinned Creole man, about 6'2" and weighing about 200 pounds. He was last seen wearing a black sleeveless shirt, three-quarter blue jeans, and green Nike slippers. We spoke with his sister, Sally Lou Young, who shared more details about the search for her brother.
The time and date he was last seen, he just said to my mom he's going to Mexico. What he was doing with who, when, where, and why, we don't know. That was all that was said, that he was going to Mexico.
And what have the search efforts been like since then? Have you guys filed an official police report?
Yes, so the Corozal Police Department came to the house after my niece posted that we haven't heard from him. And my mom went to the Corozal Police Department to make an official police report. But since I was there, I suggested to her she goes to Mexico to verify that is actually where he is. Because as you know, people might say, I'm going north, and then they go south. They might say they go south, then they go west. So once that report was filed with Corozal Police Department, I personally went with my mom to the Quintana Roo border, well, Chetumal, where we verified with the Mexican authorities that he did legally enter Mexico on the day of said missing report, which is November 12th.
And there is no documentation of him returning back into the country?
That's right. So he went legally into Mexico in his personal vehicle. He entered Mexico and haven't returned. As of now, that's all we know. This is not an international crime per se. We can't personally get involved and go and contradict anything that the Belizean authorities could somewhat help with. So from this point, the family just asked that if anyone happened to see him, hear of him, he called them to contact the family. But we're not trying to make an effort to contradict anything because it's international now. He in another country.
The home of missing man Mason Patnett was reportedly broken into and burglarized. According to reports, Patnett's house in Vista Del Mar, Ladyville was targeted sometime between Monday evening and Tuesday afternoon. Police were alerted by one of his relatives who has been anxiously awaiting any signs of Patnett since he went missing a few weeks ago. Upon arrival, authorities found broken glass on the ground, likely from the window the intruders used to gain entry. Patnett's family estimates that around $230 worth of items were stolen, including a crock pot, crystal water bottles, barbering equipment, and several groceries. The relentless search for Mason Patnett has been ongoing for nearly 3 weeks with no substantial leads. His family continues to plead with the public for any information on his whereabouts. Coming up, Central Bank unveils new currency notes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
We approached the Social Security Board to renovate the aerodromes to have a better safety margins and to create a better riding experience to the users. The first project was the Sir Barboan International Airport. The runway was extended, widened up to 40 feet. Taxiway was also included, markings. We also constructed the office here. We had lighting added to it so we could have night flights. The second project we took on was Keycaulker. We did major improvements. We added width lights to the runway, parking space. And then the third project we got financing was for the Placentia Aerodrome. So we extended the runway into the lagoon and displaced the threshold. All these projects were done from funding from Social Security, from the investment fund. It's important for the contributors to make their monthly payments to Social Security. That money is invested wisely in projects such as ours. It earns interest and they in turn get return on their payments that they make.
Discover a shopping experience like no other at the V department store. At the V, you'll find a vast array of products at unbeatable prices, from basic groceries and cutting-edge electronics to home essentials and, yes, stunning furniture as well. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at The V, conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
It's clearly documented that we have been having, as a planet, an increase in incidence of cancers. So remember, cancer is a genetic disease.
When you now look at somebody's DNA or their genetics, it can tell you everything about a person. So what we use next generation sequencing to do in particular is to look at hereditary cases of diseases.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Just before news time, the Central Bank of Belize unveiled the much anticipated new currency note designs. The public has been eagerly waiting to catch a glimpse, and now the moment has finally arrived. Although the new notes won't be in circulation until mid-year, attendees at the unveiling event got an exclusive first look at what to expect. Prime Minister John Briceño highlighted why this is a historic moment for the nation, while Central Bank Governor Kareem Michael reassured everyone that the current notes will remain valid.
Today, we honor Belize's cultural heritage and the transformative impact our national heroes have had on our country. George Price led a revolution that was peaceful and constructive. He worked hard every single day to lead our nation to independence. Philip Golson understood the value of hard work and became known for his tireless work to defend his values. Today, as we look to the future and admire the redesign of the new secure currency notes, let us look beyond its value, but see in this as an investment in our economic stability. Let us also celebrate those heroes who exemplify our national heroes who symbolize our resistance. And these banknotes, as these banknotes begin to circulate, let them serve as a tangible connection to our past and a symbol of the bright future that lies ahead.
I would like to re-emphasize that when we put the new series of notes into circulation, there will be absolutely no change in its value. Today, $1 US is equivalent to $2 Belizean dollars. This will not change. The value of $1 Belize after the new banknotes are put into circulation will remain the same.
The notes were designed by a British-based company, De La Rue International Limited, with the help of the Central Bank of Belize. The newly designed bills include a host of new security features to prevent counterfeiting. Furthermore, the designers placed key emphasis on images that reflect the Belizean identity.
Utilising the latest techniques in the design for Belize's new banknotes, we're introducing advanced security features that are at the forefront of the industry. These features include the use of cutting-edge holographic and dynamic colour-shifting technologies depicting iconic Belizean imagery. These elements enhance the visual appearance of the banknotes but promote authentication for the public. Additional layers of security are embedded in the designs for authentication in professional environments, using simple tools such as UV lamps or magnifiers. This combination of features aids in making counterfeiting a daunting challenge for even the most determined of criminals. The introduction of innovative new security features in your banknotes ensures that you're protecting yourselves against counterfeiting and safeguarding the hard-earned money of all Belizeans, both now and in the years ahead. But beyond the security and the durability, the importance of the aesthetic appeal of the banknotes cannot be overlooked. It is often stated that a banknote is like a country's business card. The designs should invoke pride, they should inspire and resonate with the public who use them. With that in mind, each note in this new series has been meticulously designed to celebrate the rich tapestry of Belizean culture. Working closely with the team at the Central Bank, the De La Rue designers, led by Stuart here, has created a vibrant, fresh series of banknotes for the people of Belize.
In late 2024, word began to spread about a possible hike in hotel tax from 9 to 12%, catching the attention of industry stakeholders. While the Ministry of Tourism hasn't made a final decision yet, reports suggest that if the increase goes through, it will be part of a broader tourism tax reform initiative. Prime Minister John Briceño has weighed in, stating that the tourism industry needs to pay its fair share, especially after the millions of dollars invested by the government of Belize.
I do believe that the tourism industry needs to pay their fair share. We have invested tens of millions of dollars in the tourism industry, and we taxpayers have paid for it. When you put infrastructure development and the beach development and the marketing and just name it. Right. So now it's time now that this industry is being growing, and it's been growing fastest ever. We're the fastest growing region, Belize, the tourism in the region. And so now that we've done all of that investment, I think it's only fair for us to be able to get back some of that money, and that we can then give the relief to the people that need most, and is the lower middle class. We want to build more middle class. So we've been saying it all along that we want to reduce, or to eventually, if we could find a way to eliminate the PAYE or remove it and just keep it in the higher upper brackets, $50,000-$70,000, that would be ideal for me.
The Association of Beneficiaries and Retired Public Officers is ready to protest the government of Belize. For years, they've been demanding the dissolution of the Public Service Workers Trust and the release of the $8 million it holds. On Tuesday, the association held a press conference in Belize City expressing frustration over the delays. They pointed out that several of the 600 trust members have passed away, while others are elderly and ailing. Prime Minister John Briceño has voiced his support for the dissolving of the trust, but a claim before the High Court is currently preventing any action.
There's a group of public officers that have taken out a case. This is the last that I can remember. So that's in the Supreme Court. Before we could dissolve that trust, they need to take out that case out of the Supreme Court. Because if we do that, then the courts could come at us and say, well, you can't do that because it's a live matter in the court. We've said from day one, let's get that out of the. I had a meeting with them several months ago and said, get that out of the court, and they agreed that they were going to remove from the court, and then we were going to wind up that trust so that they should get their money. I support that. They should get their money because you're saying, they're getting older, they're dying, or more than ever, they need the help. They're not working, they get sick, so they have my full support.
After the break, what does the Maga season have you doing differently? But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
The streetlight implementation plan is to replace the high-pressured sodium lights, better known as HPS lights. These HPS lights will be replaced by the LED lights. Therefore, LED streetlights advanced optics can fine-tune the distribution of lights, ensuring better coverage of the roads, roundabouts, parks, businesses, public area, homes, etc. The feedback have been great. We get positive feedback from the community when it comes to the improved brightness and light quality which LED provides by means of visibility and safety, especially at night.
Before the LED lights was installed, it was kind of dark, Most of the time you have to look and check. But with the LED lights now, you can see from far.
I like it because it's a nice bright light, because the customer feel much safer to come to the shop.
From the LED lights now that BL had put, it improved a lot. Well, the difference is that they look way far clearer.
Well, I must say thanks again to BL on this one, because actually that was a nice improvement. Also, it bring up the mahogany, because the mahogany is one of the active streets in a Belize city, and also I live back at Gongolong, and when I come off work, it's just a bloom. Nice for me now. When I go home at night, I can see clearly.
The main objective this year is basically to change out 16,000 HPS lights. So the street light replacement will occur at every respective zone. For example, Central, Belize District, North, Orangewa, Corozal, West, Cayo District, South, Tancreek District, and Toledo District. We have started some years back with the street light replacement project, and the 16,000 will account for the 100% that we need to complete on the distribution system.
Bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Digi is bringing the power of connectivity to every corner of Belize with our Digi on-the-go mobile store.
Ma, Digi dia.
Digi dia. Don't say. Sign up for the fastest, most reliable home fiber service, purchase the latest device, or explore our wide range of services. This one-of-a-kind mobile store has it all. Our dedicated team brings the same high-quality in-store experience to you, ensuring you stay connected with friends, family, and the world.
You guys bringing the mobile here, it's really helpful, saving a lot of money for people going from the town, especially like in Punta Gorda, which is 25 miles away from here, which will cost a couple dollars for them to reach there. So having these caravan here, it's a lot easier, it's a lot cheaper, and people are taking advantage. As you can see, we have a lot of people coming out today to purchase some of these devices, top-ups and even postpaid that they're eager to have, no?
Digi is connecting Belize one community at a time. Look out for the Digi on-the-go mobile store with exclusive deals and offers in a community near you. Follow us on our Digi Facebook page to see where we will be next.
Digi, our national telecom.
Honda Nave, a partner you can rely on. Benquit, equipment, parts, service.
Tracking the assets of criminals and taking the money out of crime is a lot of work. Criminals today are very smart and creative, so the authorities need to stay one step ahead. But sometimes there may not be enough evidence that the authority will want to prosecute, or the prosecution may fail, or they do get a conviction but there's no confiscation order, or the defendant dies before conviction, or they may even be acquitted. So many factors to consider. So the new Civil Asset Recovery and Unexplained Wealth Act is here to address these challenges. Of course, it requires several agencies to come together. The Financial Intelligence Unit, FIU, investigates money laundering and financial crimes, but they also need help from the police, tax authorities, customs, immigration, and several others. They all have to work together to prove that property comes from conduct that would be unlawful under Belize's criminal laws. Many things can trigger an investigation. If the tax filings aren't adding up, red flag. If the customs declaration don't make no sense, red flag. If the police know this person is profiting from crime, red flag. If immigration suspects human trafficking, well, that's a red flag. Financial institutions, car dealers, real estate agents, jewelers, attorneys, accountants, auditors. If you have a reason to suspect a transaction involves property linked to crime, you should refer the case to the FIU. The public's role is also important. The authorities can't always do it alone. You can also report to the FIU. It's better to report in person, but you can also do so anonymously through the FIU's website. Just go to fiubelize.org, scroll down to quick links, and click Report a Financial Crime. Let's work together to take the money out of crime. This message was brought to you by the Financial Intelligence Unit and the U.S. Embassy, Belmopan.
Energy powers our lives, and now we're powering a sustainable future together. This January 27th and February 3rd at 7:30 p.m., tune into the Energy Exchange Show, your guide to understanding Belize's journey towards sustainable energy. From solar power to electric mobility, learn how we're creating real solutions for everyday Belizeans. With topics like e-mobility and licensing regime, this show is designed to answer your questions about Belize's energy transition. Join us to see how we can all play a role in building a brighter, cleaner Belize.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Coming up, these chefs and mixologists produce their creative best for their biggest party yet. This steel band has been making a difference for over 40 years. An island filled with beauty, a vibrant culture, and an iconic natural attraction. Now, where can this be? It's all next on this station.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
At Belize Signs, we turn your ideas into reality. Whether it's billboards that command attention, banners that set the stage, or car decals that make a statement, we've got you covered. From lighted signs that shine in the darkest nights to magnetic signs that are easily interchangeable, we offer a wide range of options like billboards, banners, vehicle decals, lighted signs, magnetic signs, acrylic signs, metal signs, PVC signs, aluminum signs, vehicle wraps, vinyl prints, 3D lettering, awnings, wall murals, and a whole lot more. We're not just sign makers, we're brand enablers. Visit us today.
In case you haven't noticed, it's January, the month that feels like it drags on forever thanks to the financial pinch it brings. After the holiday splurges and loans, many are tightening their belts, leading to what's known as Maga season. This period forces people to stick to the bare necessities. For the average person, this might mean packing lunch instead of buying it, while businesses may need to offer special deals to attract customers. In this week's edition of Belize on Real, Marian Ali found that even vegetable sales at market stalls are sluggish this month.
I even started a food business. I sell food at the school now and still do my palleting at the same time, but not as before.
You've probably seen her featured on our news before. She is known as the pallet furniture lady. Melanie Yestrow has been doing pallet furniture for a few years now. But during this Maga season, she says that pallet furniture sales have slowed to a screeching halt, and that she has had to turn to cooking and selling food and other items to survive this month.
I'm trying to even do things for sale, like a little TV stand and table, but you know, everybody wants their little money, saving for the bills and things like that because of Maga season, so things has been a bit hard.
The Christmas was better for you though? For the pallet?
For the pallet, yeah. From the middle of December to right now to January, it's been very slow that I had to do something to pick up back in you know, to pay your bills and everything. And, you know, I'm hoping this change by this end of the month.
At this time of year, it is the high season for the tourism industry because Belize gets visitors from North America to visit and to stay overnight. But while business is good right now for the resorts, owner of Black Orchid Resort in Burrell Boom, Douglas Thompson, says the visits from Belizeans this month have fallen to just 40% of what it is during summertime.
During January, after the Christmas holidays, it slows down in terms of, I guess, the resources that locals have to spend. And yes, it's a high season for tourists, but for locals, it slows down until maybe around May, June, July, and going into the summer when we get the diaspora comes in also. But so what we're doing here at Black Orchid, we're starting a loyalty program whereby we folks that normally come here becomes members of Black Orchid. Belizeans that come here become members, and they have a discount whenever they are here. That will be true. So even during the Maga season, they could still come and enjoy Black Orchid.
And while we do have to eat daily, even the vegetable stalls at the market have seen a scarcity of shoppers, like Annie Aguilar told us.
Well, right now business is very slow, I think, because of the season. You know, everybody will
probably has bills to pay, and December just left. So normally, well, this year is more slower than other years. So economic is very, right now things are very expensive. So I think maybe because of that, because watermelon, there are $2 a pound.
And then the customers aren't coming.
And the customers are not coming. So everybody's just picking one and two things, and that's it.
Do you find you have to throw out a lot of your vegetables? Do they spoil?
Yes, a lot. When it comes to tomatoes, sweet peppers, onions, carrots.
Aguilar projects that business will return to normal in February. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
When we return, police department prepares for influx of deportees.
Lighted signs, magnetic signs, acrylic signs, metal signs, PVC signs, aluminum signs, vehicle wraps, vinyl prints, 3D lettering, awnings, wall murals, and a whole lot more. We're not just sign makers, we're brand enablers. Visit us today.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes, go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
On Monday, Donald Trump was sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. Known for his strict stance on immigration, Trump plans to deport all illegal immigrants from U.S. soil. This mass deportation will affect many Central American nationals, including those from El Salvador, Guatemala, and Belize. The Belize Police Department is preparing for the return of several wanted criminals who had fled to the U.S. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams assured that the department is ready to receive all deportees and outlined the protocols that will be in place upon their arrival back in Belize.
Once we get a deportee coming in, we get a notice that the deportee will be coming in on certain flights, and that information comes to me. I send that information to GI3. GI3 then goes to the airport and meet that person when they get off the flight. That person is then taken into an office, interviewed by immigration. From there, they're brought to Belize City to the GI3 office, where they go through the process as a deportee. They'll be issued a letter instructing them that they're to report to the police station in the area where they reside, either once or twice a week for a certain period of time. If it is that they are to change their address while they are reporting, they have an obligation to ensure that they report to the police that they have changed their address. If, as a part of that deportee process as well, they are not supposed to hang out with any person who are of criminal background. So there are several things that comes with being a deportee while reporting, and we ensure that those issues as stipulated by law, that they are followed to the T. So once a deportee, for example, changes his address without notifying GI3, that deportee can be charged criminally and taken before the court.
Does police anticipate an influx?
Well, obviously, we have heard the news from the new President of the United States that they'll be rounding up people and they'll be sending them back home. So we are expecting that, yes, certain people will be brought back home. And as I've said before, there are some of these people who are wanted by the police for crimes they have been accused of committing, and we're waiting for them. Once they land at the airport, we'll be there to receive them, and they go through the process.
Earlier this week, Brigadier General Azaria Loria, commander of the Belize Defense Force, addressed concerns about the morale and welfare of our soldiers. He emphasized his open-door policy for addressing any issues his soldiers might have, while noting that the soldier salaries are managed by the Public Service Commission. He mentioned that certain allowances are already in the works. However, Loria admitted that there are areas where the force has been neglected, particularly in terms of infrastructure. On Wednesday, Prime Minister Briceño assured that his administration is working on addressing these needs.
She's right, but we have been working on that, and our government have been investing millions of dollars in the BDF. We've gotten trucks, we've gotten more equipment, we just have a new kitchen. You realize that the previous kitchen, that the septic tank was right next to the kitchen, and that's where we had our people there. We just built a new barracks. We're going to build now a clinic down south. So we have been doing our part to improve the morale in the BDF. So he's right. But this government has been working with them, and the morale has been getting better over the past few years.
We've been covering the tough road infrastructure challenges sugarcane farmers in the north are dealing with, but that's not their only struggle. Prime Minister John Briceño pointed out that securing financing is a major hurdle for these farmers. He explained that they often must take out loans with high interest rates, as high as 14%, because it's their only option. PM Briceño shared his plans to change the situation with reporters.
One idea that we've been playing with, and we don't fully work it out, there's a lot of liquidity in the system. And so one of the challenges that our farmers they have is the issue of financing. They get these one-year financing loans from the banks, and the interest rates are as much as high as 14%. So, you know, they're gouging them. And so every year they have to go and renew. And so, like, you know, when you run and for the same spot, just to stay on the same spot, or sometimes even go backwards. One idea that we're looking at is that if we could provide the financing, we did provide financing through DFC, I think it's CDB, I don't remember, or IDB, whereby financing for the farmers, but they were saying that and the condition was not to pay off loans, to do more loans, so if they can't afford more loans. The idea we're thinking about is maybe we could use this excess financing liquidity, pass it on to DFC, then DFC could go to the farmer, could go to DFC and say, okay, I owe $10,000, okay, we can pay off the $10,000, maybe give you another $5,000 to be able to rebuild, but then give you maybe 3-4 years.
Up next, U-Space Hub strengthens computer competency in Dangriga.
Gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
We approached the Social Security Board to renovate the aerodromes to have a better safety margins and to create a better riding experience to the users. The first project was the Sir Barboan International Airport. The runway was extended, widened up to 40 feet. Taxiway was also included, markings. We also constructed the office here. We had lighting added to it so we could have night flights. The second project we took on was Keycaulker. We did major improvements. We added width lights to the runway, parking space. And then the third project we got financing was for the Placense Aerodrome. So we extended the runway into the lagoon and displaced the threshold. All these projects were done from funding from Social Security, from the investment fund. It's important for the contributors to make their monthly payments to Social Security. That money is invested wisely in projects such as ours. It earns interest and they in turn get return on their payments that they make.
The Youth Space Hub has officially arrived in Dangriga. This exciting initiative from the Ministry of Education aims to boost computer skills and innovation. Now Dangriga residents, especially youths, can dive into learning coding and robotics at the brand new Ignacia Cacho Library. News 5's Brittany Gordon has all the details.
No matter your age, everyone can learn something new. Now, students and residents of Dangriga have the chance to dive into exciting educational and technological opportunities at the Youth Space Hub in the Ignacio Cacho Library. ERA representative Louis Zabane shared more about this innovative space with us.
The Ministry of Education, Culture, Science and Technology now have been across the country, Corozal, Orange Rock and now Dangriga, opening up these youth spaces that very exciting with the times so that we could provide our young people with a very special environment for which they can use technology and certainly also perhaps after school or on weekends be able to access information that they might not otherwise be able to do. So this investment from the ministry along with our partners at UNICEF is significant for our people across the country.
Built in partnership with UNICEF, this space offers a wealth of resources for all ages. Visitors can access digital devices and develop skills in areas like robotics and coding. UNICEF Education Officer Natasha Mantok shared that these hubs are designed to spark creativity and innovation.
Today we gather to celebrate a milestone in our digital transformation agenda under the theme Connection, to underscore the critical need for safe, child-friendly spaces where accesses to services and resources are needed. What fitting place but the Ignacia Library, where children of Dangriga will be safe to explore in our youth space. It is pivotal in leveraging technology to transform and accelerate learning and skill development. Represents a paradigm shift of how we can merge our traditional methods with our technology for children to be safe and learn.
Zabane emphasized how crucial it is to provide access to these resources, noting that many Belizeans can't afford to pursue these skills through higher education.
Dangriga is very grateful. Dangriga, Sarawi and Hoprik, we're grateful for this investment because we know that there are many of our families who cannot afford to purchase this kind of technology. And now we have within the Ignacia Castro Library, under the Belize National Library Service, a space for them to be able to do some exciting work and fit into the fourth industrial revolution, which is all about science, technology, and innovation.
The U-Space is the fourth to be launched in Belize, and the government intends to roll them out countrywide.
With increased investment in more safe spaces across this country, we will continue to equip children with necessary skills and for them to have a deeper appreciation and understanding of the power of education, culture, technology, and science, to empower every child with the tools and knowledge needed for them to thrive in this new, rapidly evolving world. We are especially pleased to see the youth space really inviting our girls. UNICEF prioritizes adolescent girls and continue to support. Closing this digital divide requires global cooperation, leadership, innovation in finance and technology. Belize has taken this bold step.
U-Space aims to offer training beyond the traditional classroom, giving residents the chance to learn skills they might not otherwise have access to.
It's all about exposure, right? So if we are saying that we're taking an audacious view with respect to science, technology, and innovation, we don't want just to be consumers, but producers going forward, then that means that our people, especially our young people, need to be able to adopt that culture from a very young age, a culture where they become very comfortable with technology, and in particular with the process of science and innovation.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Residents of Punta Gorda town are also buzzing with excitement over the inauguration of their very own youth space hub. This innovative space offers a range of resources for activities like coding and robotics, aiming to empower individuals with the skills and knowledge needed to drive the nation's growth through technology and invention. Toledo East Representative Dr. Osman Martinez shared his enthusiasm about this fantastic addition to the community.
I must say that one of the key points that I have captured is to unlock the digital era, and to enable an environment for young people. I mean, today, no one will teach you how to send an email. No one will teach you how to navigate or to navigate through the internet. No one will even teach you how to do, how to send WhatsApp messages or anything. These things, we are expecting that the kids will born with it. And so we need to change that. I have visited this library about 2 times with today, and the first time I came, it was empty. And I see a lot of kids here today, but please make use of it, and you have my support, and we will work together. Remember, the secret to get out of poverty is through education, and we welcome the youth space. Lead like a girl. I have no problem with that. My mother, my wife, my daughter, I'm proud of them. And so I'm so happy to see that today we are going to launch a historical moment for Punta Gorda with an impact to the Toledo district, where we will unlock the digital opportunities. And remember, we are in the digital era, which means that if you are not familiar with how to navigate your digital systems, and of course, we will have to compete with AI. So you have to be smarter than AI. You have to know more than AI. And if anything, just develop AI.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available on channel5belize.com on both our Facebook and YouTube. I'm Jamie Rock. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.